Hey, what's going on, everybody? Big J Gleez here, and we're going to talk a little bit about zoning as well as how to finish combos and why it's so important, as well as spacing, because all of these things get tied in together. And you'll see right here I'm using full auto Jackie Briggs. I know a lot of people complain about full auto Jackie Briggs because of this machine gun, but the fact remains that this machine gun is one of the best zoning tools in the game. Now, when someone is zoning, basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to use projectiles to cause their opponent to do something reckless or stupid. And a lot of players freak out. So when you see this and you're Sub-Zero and you're getting pummeled by these shots, a lot of times the person will freak out. It's not that big a deal. I did post a video about how to address this, and you can check it out in the description below, but most people that you'll find online, they don't really know how to zone all that effectively. It's one thing to spam projectiles, but it's another thing to constantly create space in a fashion that's going to make it advantageous for your particular character. So right here with this character, Jackie Briggs, we have the machine gun as well as the low cannon shot, I guess you'll call it. I don't know what it's exactly called. And we have the anti-air right here. Alright, so she has all of these projectiles to use to her advantage. Alright, so it makes it difficult to get in on her. Once someone does get in, though, that's where a true zoner, a true veteran is going to be able to flourish. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. So right here we're in the corner. And when you're in the corner, you oftentimes want to reversal out of the corner. And with a zoner, you want to not only reversal out of the corner, but you want to create space as well. Now, there may be an instance where you don't want to create space and you want to stay somewhat close to your opponent. And we're going to cover ways to do both of those things. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have to get out of the corner somehow. All right, and we're going to do that with a combo. You may not always be able to get out of the corner with a combo. You may have to use an armored move to get out of the corner, which I often do, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to end combos in a favorable way. So the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to combo out and we're going to do a reversal. So basically, I'm going to end the combo and reverse positions. So Sub-Zero now has his back to the corner. Alright, so you can see right there, I not only got myself out of the corner, but I reversed positions with Sub-Zero, so his back is closer to the corner than mine. I also have created space. Alright, so now I'm basically at full screen again, and now he has to work again to get back inside on me. Alright, so that's why ending the combo that way is so advantageous, because it allows for not only reversal, but also create space, and that's what this character wants. Zoning characters want space. Characters like Quan Chi, Kenshi, those characters want space. Alright, so now you may be in the corner and you don't necessarily want to create all of that space. What if you want to reverse positions but still keep your opponent deep against the corner in the wall with his back to the wall? Well, there are ways to do that as well, and we're going to go over that right now. Now, one way would be to reversal throw, which is pretty self-explanatory. Most people would, realize that and know that. What is really good, though, is popping your opponent up and running underneath of them and then comboing them back to the corner. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you right now so you can see kind of what that looks like. Alright, notice where I end up. I'm right up against the corner with my opponent right in front of me. Alright, and his back is completely against the wall. So from this position, I can do basically anything I want. I can block if I want to block. I can neutral jump punch. I can neutral jump kick. I can continue combo low. I can continue overhead with a combo if I wanted to. And then I can juggle in the corner. So it puts you in a really good position to control what's going on in the match. A lot of people, when they're in the corner, they're going to be thinking that they're going to use an armored move to get out of the corner. So you're going to have to be able to read your opponent and know whether you're going to block and punish or you're going to continue your attacks. Now, we're going to look at this again, and we're going to show you an example of how to keep the opponent close. So let's say I wanted to keep an opponent close with spacing, and I wanted to have some different types of options. So that's what we're going to look at right now. Alright, you see the spacing now at the end of this combo. I got myself out of the corner, even though I am somewhat close to the corner, closer than Sub-Zero, I would say. But this gives me a few more options, and one of those things is the low shot, which we'll demonstrate here. If I wanted to, as soon as he is in a down position on the ground, I can fire a low shot, and then it puts me back in a nice zoning position. All right, so he has to again work his way in. And another option from this spot right now, I can anti-air. So if I wanted to anti-air, if I thought he was going to jump in, I could do that. I could also neutral jump punch if I think he's going to jump in, or neutral jump kick. All right, so that's another option I have. If I think that he's going to do something stupid, if I think he's going to throw an ice ball, I'm also in good position to jump in and combo. All right, so all of those options I have at my disposal. Most people, if they have some type of fast advancing special, they may use that as their wake-up option. So the other option we have is to down block. All right, so we're going to set the AI here. And this is something that you should be doing also. We're going to go wake up on, and we're going to do the icy slide. If we can find it. There we go. All right. So this will demonstrate to you what it looks like if I were to choose the option to block if I think my opponent is going to use a fast advancing special to try to get me while I'm in that type of spacing, which they might because I'm a zoner and they want to keep it close. Alright, and then we're going to duck, and now we can combo again. So you have to kind of read your opponent. You want your spacing to benefit your character. You want it to benefit your strengths. So if your character is Jackie Briggs and you're a zoner and you want to use projectiles to keep your opponent out, and whenever they come back in, you want to shoot them back to the outside, those are the options that you have. All of these options are going to be different based off of the character and based off the character's movesets. I would suggest working with your character, finding some of their strong points, and ending your combos with enders that put a proper amount of spacing between you and your opponent. That's going to be key. Oftentimes it is crucial in a match to create perfect spacing. It's also advantageous at times to negate some percentage points on a combo to keep proper spacing between you and your opponent. Sometimes that's more advantageous than actually, an extra 4% of damage. So that's just something to think about, something to look at. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. Thanks for checking in. It's Big J Gleez signing out, and continue to game strong.